California death row inmate Bruce Loco Millsap, who is a 190 East Coast Crip gang member, was given 8 death sentences plus 200 years in prison. He is one of 744 death row inmates housed at San Quentin Penitentiary. Rowdy Nation TV, welcome back to the channel, guys. Do me a favor, click that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so anytime I drop a video, you guys can be notified. So let's get it. So we know that this brother comes from a very reputable hood, right? The West Side 190 East Coast Block Crips. Now they also known as Del Amo Block Crips. Now they're mainly African American street gang, and they're located north of Carson, California. Now the neighborhood is centered around Del Amo Boulevard between Wilmington Avenue and University Avenue. 2 Carson area gang members were sentenced to death Wednesday for a string of robbery murders around Southern California in 1995 and 1996. Los Angeles Superior Court Judge J.D. Smith said Bruce Millsap, 33, and Kendrick Luke, 28, deserved execution because of the cruelty and callousness they showed during their year-long rampage, including shooting armored car drivers without giving them a chance to hand over the money. These are super predators whose actions were completely bereft of any understanding or compassion for human life, Deputy District Attorney Anthony Myers said after the sentencing hearing. In the end, justice will be achieved when they are executed. Millsap was sentenced to 8 death sentences plus 200 years for first-degree murders of 8 people. Luke got 1 death sentence plus 2 life sentences for his role in 3 murders. A third suspect, Rashawn Colston, age 30, awaits trial on 4 murder counts. A fourth suspect, Emmanuel Brown, hanged himself in jail after being ordered to stand trial. Millsap and Luke were convicted of the November 30th, 1995 robbery murder of armored car driver Fernando Herrera in the Long Beach building housing Queen City Bank, and the February 9th, 1996 robbery murder of armored car driver James Moon at a Carson school. The 2 also were convicted of the November 15th, 1995 killing of Ramon McKissick. Ramon McKissick, aka Peanut II, was a Denver Lane Blood member and a member of the rap group Damu Riders. Like I said before, I haven't heard any of that music, but I'm definitely going to check it out. I just want to see how it sounds. On November 15th, 1995, Peanut was killed by an East Coast Crip member, Bruce Millsap, and that's the brother that we covering right here. I just wanted to highlight that little part right there to let you know, even though him and the guys that he was with were out there committing armored car robberies and all these other acts that they were doing, they still was set tripping, they still was going out doing drive-bys also. So I just wanted to highlight that to let you know, not only was this brother out there doing robberies and killing armored car drivers and stuff like that, he was still doing acts of violence and, doing gang violence, doing drive-bys and all the stuff that gang members do. So he was just, out there doing the most, really putting in work, kicking up a lot of dust. So we're going to get back to it. Okay, so we're not done yet. In addition, Millsap was convicted of the November 3rd, 1996 robbery murder of Lamont Smith, the January 31st, 1996 murder of Manuel Garibay. Now, he was a witness against him in another case. The August 1996 robbery murders of Carlos Nuno, Francisco Paraquat, and Patrick Barnett. Now, those are not armored car guards. Those are just like, I was trying to find some information on the internet of what those cases consist of, but I couldn't find it. Millsap also was convicted on 15 other counts, including robbery, attempted murder. He was acquitted on the 24th count, shooting into an inhabited dwelling. Luke also was convicted of attempted murder, robbery, and attempted robbery. The officer said that the crimes range from Los Angeles, Orange County, San Bernardino County, and they said that these men were described as super predators. Now that term came about back around this time in the 90s. That's when the Clintons used that term. Their crime spree was so broad in scope, so unrepentant, so murderous that investigators said they worked around the clock, 7 days a week, months on end trying to find. Fast forward almost 20 years later, a Los Angeles teacher has been charged with smuggling heroin and cell phones to a San Quentin inmate on death row for 8 murders. Terry Orena Nichols, 47, of Bellflower, is free on bail and scheduled to return for arraignment. She could face up to 4 years in jail under the charges, said Deputy District Attorney. Nichols was arrested at the prison on Thursday during a visit with Bruce Millsap, a member of the East Coast Crips gang. Millsap, 50, was condemned in 2000 for a series of murders and robberies in Los Angeles, Orange, and San Bernardino counties. During the visit, a prison officer noticed plastic bags in the trash can of a visiting chamber occupied only by Nichols and Millsap. The bags were inconsistent with any packaging from the snacks available from the vending machines. So officers removed Millsap for a strip search. The search turned up no contraband. Officers then asked Nichols whether she would consent to a search. According to prison arrest reports, Nichols admitted to bringing food to Millsap in the plastic bags. She also produced a large cloth beanie under her clothing that contained 18 cell phones, 18 cell phone chargers, 2 unidentified blue pills, and about 3 ounces of heroin, the prison officials alleges. Nichols was arrested and booked into the Marin County Jail, then released on bail. So like I said before, he was out there doing it, kicking up dust in the streets, and it seemed like years later, back like this happened in 2016, years later he was still doing it, but what else you gonna do? That's the life that he has now while he's sitting on death row. Alright, this is a PSA to my youngsters out there. Educational video for anybody who's thinking about joining the gang. Don't crash out. You don't want somebody like me making a video about your life on the internet, right? And you know what I'm saying? Don't crash out. Rowdy Nation TV, click that like button, subscribe to the channel, share this video. We out.